Good afternoon, everybody. Talking quiet because the gym is open. This is Bierly live from Krb46 Sports Club in Brick, New Jersey, with the American Natural Bodybuilding Federation exercise of the day. As you can tell by my background, I'm not on my favorite little step mill thing. It's my child-size step mill. I'm on the bike, and I'm usually on here. Can't even count how many books I read. So this is actually the first episode of From the Desk of the Prez, although I'm on my bike. So the bike is taking the place of my desk. I will do a behind the scenes. I might do that tonight. Behind the scenes of the ANBF studios at Krb46 Sports Club in Brick, New Jersey. Now, as you can see, I got my scruff on, which actually I've had this a lot lately. This is my normal peak week face. But it brings me to what I want to talk about. Today's first psychological minute, 5 minutes, is about peak week. And what y'all have to remember, because I'm going through it now. A lot of things go through your head. Are you ready? You're never ready. In your mind, you're never ready. So that being said, are you feeling good? No. You be honest, you really shouldn't be feeling good because it's a long process. Dieting. I've been dieting since January 2nd. Now, last year at this time, I'd already done 3 shows. I'd won 3 shows in a row. I was on fire. I was smoking. Then I went up to do this show up in Albany. I won that too, 4 shows in a row. But, you know, admittedly so, they weren't the biggest shows in the world. They weren't the top shows. They weren't Yorton. They weren't Cape Cod. They weren't the Masters Challenge at UMass. They weren't even the USBF Natural Pennsylvania in New York. They were shows. They were new places. They were new combatants. So you put it all in perspective. Bottom line is, you should go through your peak week. Peak week actually is my least favorite. The reason why it's the least favorite is because myself, I change everything I do. I mean, I'm a supersetter. I'm a drop setter. I'm a heavy balls to the wall kind of guy when I can. But peak week, you know, I'm on the circuits. I'm more like a CrossFit. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says CrossFit so I can wear that my last week because I just do circuits. I'm running around like an idiot. Using all this lightweight, doing 15, 20 reps. Sitting on the bike, not even going hard on the bike, not even hard on a stepper. I'm just squeezing out my water. As you can see it dripping off my nose. That's all. I'm trying to get rid of my water. Now, I do the keto diet, I do the no carbs. So I don't cut out. I mean, I'm always on no carbs. So people are like, oh, I'm on no carbs. So what? Suck it up. Then, you know, oh, I can't wait to carb up. I don't carb up. I just add a little bit of carbs per meal. Actually, normally I just start Friday night. Late Friday night. First 2 meals Friday morning, or Saturday morning, sorry, depending on the time. And then I'm ready to go. You know, I'll play with my salt. I'll sprinkle a little extra. Do I add it up? Do I measure it? No. Should I? Well, maybe. But my past history has actually worked out pretty good. When you've done a million shows like I have, dating back to the 1800s, you kind of start to know. Do I play with my water? Well, no, I drink more water during the week. On Friday afternoon, I like to sit in the sauna a little bit because I do carry a lot of subcutaneous water. It's a big word. My buddy John Garofano would love that word. Subcutaneous. You know, I would just say, you know, the water between the muscles and the skin. For those of you that didn't know what that meant. So, you know, after the sauna, then I would basically sip water the rest of the day. Get up the next morning, try to get up early, try to get 2 full meals in me before before you step on stage. Now, if this, like a lot of pro shows now, if you're on stage at 8 o'clock, then you need to get up early. You know, I've made mistakes on that. One meal makes a hell of a lot different than 2 meals. So regardless, so you got your plan going. Okay, what do you do in a case? Remember, we're still on psychological issue here. You know, what do you do if you feel like you're not ready? You're not ready for the show, 2 days away. What do? I'm not gonna do it. It's not right, I'm holding too much water. No. It's your responsibility. You can blame your coach. Your responsibility to get ready. Backing out at the last minute. Understand what that does. You back out the last minute. Number one, promoters ordering trophies. Promoters ordering food. Promoters got to pay. You back out last minute. Less people in the show. That's not cool. Bodybuilding is a sport of commitment. You back out last minute, 2 days before a show, 3 days before a show, a week before a show, 2 weeks before a show. I understand emergencies, injuries, you know, way ahead of time. I had 2 people back out of my show, but they were for legitimate injuries. We're talking month earlier. I understand that. But I'm just talking about people, oh, I got something else I got to do. Well, we all know bodybuilding is a sport of commitment. And only a special breed of people do it. So, really, you sign a dotted line, you send your money into the promoter, you should show up. Now, let me also talk about pros. If you're a pro and you back out last minute like that, what would happen in other organizations? You send in your application, that's like a contract. Should you be suspended from competing in that organization? Nobody would do that because, God forbid, our numbers go down. But back in my head, that's what I'd like to do. Now, granted, that didn't happen to me. None of my pros backed out. But I've had it happen in the past. That's not fair. People realize pros are a losing proposition. It's awesome to have pros. Prestigious, glamour. But pros lose your money. You can't charge pros $200 to enter. I'd rather go for the volume than the volume over margin. It's the old retail, the nightmare part of my life. So, you know, it's something that I throw around. But back to the psychological lesson of the day or the week. The bottom line is, you're getting ready for a show last week. Who cares? Does your girlfriend care? Do your parents care? Do your friends care? Do I care? Unless I'm training you. And meanwhile, that's a stretch. That's tough crap. It's your decision. Your choice. It's not their problem. Oh, I'm so miserable. Oh, I'm so constipated. Oh, I'm on no carbs. Who cares? It's not anybody's problem but yours. Don't look for sympathy. Don't expect sympathy. You're not gonna get it. And if you do, it's fake. So don't look for it. Because they may say to your face, oh, I know how you feel, honey. Oh, why don't you lie down? Shit. If I tried that with my wife, she'd slap me across the back of the head and say, I'm not doing a show, you're doing it. Get your ass, suck it up, stop being a wuss. That's what my beautiful, lovely wife, Michelle, would say to me. I look at her, I'm like, you know what, you're right. So, as you're sitting around peak week, right, just doing cardio, doing silly circuits, squeezing, flexing, posing, cramping, sitting in saunas, whatever you do, putting on the tan, 3 days ahead of time, boom, 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 oh, 3 days ahead of time, put on the tan, that stuff is awful. Anyway, that's a whole nother, wait till, there might be a surprise video that may come out of the May 11th show next weekend. Proper Dream Tan techniques. You will see maybe the correct application of Dream Tan. Just throwing that out there. Get the viewers in suspense. So back to the peak week. Who cares? Get yourself ready. Bodybuilding is a sport of individuality. It's not their fight. It's your fight. It's your quest, your desire. Your desire to get on stage in some little skimpy ass Speedos, as everybody else calls them. Trunks, proper word. It's your job. It's your dream. It's your ambition. Nobody else's. Your family does not want to hear it. And one of the reasons why the sport gets such a bad name, because y'all walk around like a bunch of babies. Wow, peak week. Oh my God, I can't do anything. Come on. Suck it up. You don't have any problems after the show when you're wolfing down that cheeseburger, that pizza, that veal parmesan, which is my favorite. Who cares then, right? And when you're crapping on a bowl for 2 hours the next morning, or when you're throwing up in the middle of the night, you want sympathy from your loved one too? Huh. Jesus. I've tried that. When I was younger, my mother would be like, no, you went out and ate it. Now you gotta pay the price. That's for my loving mother. She knew how to handle me. She says, that's your problem. You deal with it. So, I'm sweating now. You know your peak week's doing good when you're on a bike, just cruising, and you're sweating like crazy. So back to me. Am I ready? No. I made a tactical error last year. I wanted to do as many shows as possible. I wanted to say thanks to a lot of people on my self-proclaimed tribute tour. I had a good time, had a great time. Won 6 shows out of 14. Made some money, lost some money. But of course I lost more money than I made because I paid expenses out the yin-yang, but I had fun. I saw a lot of people. I touched a lot of people. I inspired a lot of people. I motivated a lot of people. A lot of people motivated me. Being on stage with my buddies, Rico, Cleveland, all those guys. And don't forget my buddy Pepper, Anthony Blake, Marshall, Neil. I mean, I can go on. My old-time nemesis, Earl Snyder, that little bastard got me the last show. But that's a battle because that's what it's all about, hand to hand. That's my fight. I don't whine. Am I in a good mood? No. No, I try to be, but I don't think so. I will admit I was worse when I was younger. Because I was like everybody else. I wanted to make an issue of it. I wanted people to know that I was in the show. And people were like, don't go near him. He's in a bad mood. But I'm good. I'm fine. My gym is hopping. The gym in Brick, New Jersey, Pure Focus, that I am the owner of. Not just the maintenance man. I'm going to keep repeating that. Not just the trainer. Not just the client. I'm the president. I got hair though. Or whatever that commercial is. So, really the psychological issue is it's your battle, it's your war, your fight. You want support? Stop whining. Stop being wussies. Stop complaining. Stop acting like it's going to kill you. Because it's not. I know that. I laugh when my clients complain to me the last week. I'm like, huh, this is your second show? Your first show? You ain't seen nothing yet, girl or boy. Wait till you do a couple shows in a row. Wait till you get into the heavy duty shows. So back to my tactical errors. I started out hot last year. I was in shape from the beginning of the year. I was on stage at 163, 164, 165. Knowing that I need to be in the high 50s by the end of the year based on my weight last year. So what do I weigh today? I'm 174. I'm a big, fat, round 174. Or at least that's what I think when I step on a scale. But when I flex, I'm not really so fat. You know, my legs is tight? No. My ass is tight? No. Am I bigger? Absolutely. Experimented with some new supplements. I got a great sponsor, American Muscle. Got some great supplements that I've got from them. I got the Core Nutritionals. I've been trying out the Core ABC. By far blows away the extended I used to use. I used to swear by it. Core Fury gets me a good rush going. Nice. It's almost like a relaxation medicine to me. I'm steady. No crackhead headaches. No crackhead ears burning. None of that. So I've used this time to to really fine tune. I mean, I started, let's say, January 2nd. Was supposed to do a show in April, but I wasn't going to push it. Because I know big shows coming up. I got June 22nd, I got UMass Masters Challenge. Last year I lost out probably by 1 pose to Anthony Blake in my class. And then you had Neil Rodriguez winning the overall. I'd love to be on stage with him going for the overall. So, can I do that if I'm peak condition now? No, but can I also get myself prepared as much as possible to be competitive, be top 3? I think so. But there's always guys coming out of the woodwork. I'm old. You got 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds. You got new Tom McNamee. Finally got his pro card. He's looking awesome. I told him 2 years ago, get your shit together, drop 15 pounds, you'll be unstoppable. Well, unfortunately, he did that. He's coming to Albany too. So maybe I should have waited to tell him that. Well, I just saw my client come in. So I got a few more minutes to go. So, what did I got?